Hello everyone, welcome to Cookie Decorating Live with Hani and Friends. I'm Hani, your host and founder of HaniAlas.com, my sweet and savory food blog where you can find recipes like cutout cookie recipes, royal icing, and also a lot of different savory recipes. So if you haven't seen my blog, please check it out. Link is running at the bottom of the screen. Welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I have a really fun, exciting, hopefully live stream prepared, and I hope you will enjoy it. We're going to make Gingham Strawberry Cookies, and I love strawberries so much. I already made a lot of different strawberry projects in the past. I wanted to share some of those with you, but those of you who are new to the live stream, I wanted to let you know that I go live every week, most of the weeks. If there is a change in schedule, I will let you know, but usually it's on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. And you can check out the previous live streams on YouTube now. On Facebook, unfortunately, Facebook has decided to delete all the live streams that are older than 30 days. And so far, YouTube is keeping everything in place, so you can check out all the live streams there. Or if you have to leave earlier, it will be there at your earliest convenience. You can watch it anytime you want. But during the live stream, what's really fun, we get to chat and we get to interact. So I'm going to go into the chat in the comment section. Who is here today? Hello. Hello, Byron. Thank you so much for your kindness, Byron. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I also wanted to ask you guys, what color are you wearing today? I wanted to see what color is going to dominate the chat. I am obviously wearing pink in the, we are making pink strawberries, so I thought it would be proper to do that. Hello, hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, Angie. Sorry, I don't speak much Spanish yet. I can understand a few things and get around, but it's not excellent yet. Hello, Angie. Sunny and hot, Louisiana. Hello. Hi, Heather. You are on vacation in the mountains. Oh, how lovely. Hello, Jen. Hi, Sally. Hello, Jeremy. Oh, they don't want to let you out. They need to talk to us. I'm so glad that you could join us anyway. Thank you, Caroline, for coming. Hello. Oh, that's exciting. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Kathy. Colleen is here as well. Yes, this is the season, absolutely. The strawberries here, actually, they start in beginning of May, I think, or maybe even earlier. But, oh, they're so good, huh? Strawberries. Hello, Anna. Melody's here. It's raining where you are. What color are you wearing? Oh, hello. Hello. To Florida. It's 88 degrees, hot and humid. I hope you have the AC on. Hello, Carol. Oh, Angie is wearing teal. Carol is wearing purple. I love this. Maria is wearing green. I'm wearing white jeans and black t-shirt. Nice. Hi, Heather. Crystal is wearing khaki, gray, white, and red. It's a pattern shirt. Oh, we're going to have a mix of colors here. Burgundy and gray. Love the colors. So let the colors keep them coming. So to get started, I wanted to share with you one thing. I know many of you probably made different flavored royal icing, but this is a recipe from ages ago, and it's using fresh strawberry royal icing. What I mean is that I made strawberry puree, and I used it to make royal icing, and it's so delicious. And recipes on the blog. As always, I put everything into compiled version into a live stream newsletter. This is a separate newsletter from the weekly newsletter that I send out to Cookie Decorating newsletter subscribers. This is a free newsletter that you can grab on my blog, or you know what, I will put a link here in the comment section so you can check it out. All the images you see in the newsletter, they are clickable. They will take you to the place where either there's a recipe or a tutorial. So I like to... Hi, Karen. I'm glad you made it. Hello, Charlie. Just eating while eating lunch. Enjoy your lunch. Bon appetit. Oh, Jen is wearing blue. Wow, we don't have a dominant color. I love it. It's a rainbow of colors. Nobody's wearing yellow. Okay, so so as I was saying, the royal icing, strawberry royal icing, fresh strawberry royal icing recipes on the blog. I know you can also make it from different powders. You can use freeze-dried strawberry powder and things like that. Now, I also wanted to mention different tutorials where I use strawberries. This is a wet-on-wet technique that you can check out. This is posted only on my YouTube channel for now. It's an older tutorial, but link is in a newsletter. So if you wanted to create wet-on-wet technique, use wet-on-wet technique to create strawberries, you can use this. This is an older tutorial that also showcases how you can package the cookies using like a this is a strawberry paper basket, and also strawberry royal icing transfers. Super fun to make. This tutorial is on the blog, and this is how you can kind of construct the strawberry. It's made out. It's two-step process. And years ago, maybe even 12 years ago or even longer, I made strawberry hoopie pies. So if you're interested into something different than a cookie, but that is kind of decorated, you can check out this recipe on the blog. Everything is in that live stream newsletter. And lastly, well, we're not there yet, but this was published maybe 3-4 years ago. So I used this. This is a very popular shape. It's from Sweet Sugar Bell. I don't know if this shape avocado is still available, but there are similar kinds. And those of you who've been following me for longer, you know that I created a project using strawberry cutter, 30 creative designs with one cutter, and details are on the blog and also on my YouTube channel. And there are so many other designs that I want to create with this shape. It just keeps coming, and I have it in my sketchbook, but hopefully I will get to it sometime soon. So that's for the starters. And let's see, we have Colleen is wearing floral pair of oh, I love it. Oh, black shirt with One Nation Under God on the front. Beautiful. Hello. I've been following you for so long. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You have only made standard flavoring of royal icing. I have never had a client ask for different flavor. Yeah, I think I mean, if you are making cookies for customers, I think it's perhaps, best to keep it simple. And then if somebody asks for a different flavor, but maybe people don't even know that royal icing can be actually flavorful. How long have I been doing lives? Well, we started in, during the pandemic. 2020, I think April or March 2020. So it's been 5 years. Gosh, I should have celebration. 5 years. Going on 6 now, I think. Hello, Jet Set 44. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm sorry, guys. So for those of you, if you don't know what, I hate to call you Jet Set 44, but I wish I knew your real name. But I released a short with the title Goodbye, because I was purging cookies that I accumulated over a couple of years. And I was like, I needed to let them go. And some of you took it that I'm leaving the YouTube and I'm leaving the cookie decorating world. So that's not the case. I was just trying to, get rid of the cookies. And I thought it would be nice to have them all laying down on the. I had to do it on the floor actually, but I covered the floor with brown paper. So, hello, Multigem. Oh, it's Judy. Hi, Judy. I was wondering where you were the other day. I haven't seen you in so long. So it's nice to see you. No. We are not doing all of the. We're going to do strawberry cookies. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the project. So let's okay. So first, I'm going to make these flowers. These are drop flowers, and there are different sizes of the piping tip. You need to use a stiff consistency royal icing. Notice that I've got parchment on a plexiglass, and I have it pretty nicely secured onto the plexiglass, because with this kind of a flower, if you don't secure it, it's the parchment or whatever the surface you're piping on, it keeps lifting up. So you want to make sure that it's kind of not glued, but like sturdy on there. And you can also use a magnet, like you can do it on a baking sheet or something like that. Here, I'm just adding pre-made royal icing transfer centers. You've seen me make these many, many times. It's just a dot of royal icing and it's dusted with sanding sugar. And it's left to dry. So I had these, you can use these also to make daisy flowers and the other flowers. But drop flowers are really easy to make. And I'm going to let these for about, I'm going to let them to dry for about 5 hours or something like that. They're not too big, so it takes maybe 5 hours for these to dry. So you have to prepare these. I will have them already here. I've seen this flower technique before and still looks like magic. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, so let's remove this. And another one, oops. Okay, let's see. I can, oh, okay, this works with two. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So here we have a flower. I wanted to incorporate a small flower into the set, because we have a strawberry on a large round cookie with like a fluted edge, and I wanted to also include a flower. So I'm using a small daisy flower. This is a 6-petal flower. I believe strawberry has 5 petals, but who cares if it's a 6-petal, right? And now I'm going to add yellow center. This is a super simple technique that you can do. You can use the same consistency. My consistency is about soft piping consistency here for the center, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to dust it with, I'm going to use granulated sugar this time. But you can use sanding sugar. But granulated sugar for this project, it works really well. So that's going to be our flower. That's going to be part of the set. And now I wanted to show you, let's see if we can do this. Okay, here we go. So I wanted to, before we do the gingham, I wanted to mention that I first saw this royal icing gingham technique on Instagram. And let's see if I can find it. You can also get a link in a live stream newsletter. It's a gingham technique by Hani and Lou Baking. Eileen shared her video, I think around Easter time. And I was so mesmerized by it that I put it on a list of things to try. And this week seemed like a good excuse, because strawberries, right? And so I love gingham so much. I wanted to see if I could do it. So here are this is my first cookie ever that I did with this technique. While it does look like gingham, I wasn't happy with the lines. They were not straight. And also I felt like the line was too faded. Right? And so I tried it again. I thought maybe my icing was spread too thick. I tried it again with slightly different color. I mean, it's still pink, but it's pastel, and you can barely see the vertical lines, barely. So it got me thinking that I have to change something. First, I changed the tool that I was using to spread the icing. So from the palette knife, I switched to a more flexible tool. This is a tool by Sweet Sugar Bell, but you can also, for smaller projects, you can use, I think this is Atico. Yes, but I feel like this is too small. So if you want to spread across the whole cookie, this is not going to do it. So you want to use something flexible. I find that worked for me. And this is thick buttercream spreader. They have different thicknesses. So this is the thickest one they have. So it's still flexible, but it allows me to really, you see how I can bend it and really spread the icing thinly across the cookie. So that does make a difference. And so I also decided that I would employ this technique. Okay, so let's see if I can find it. Here it is. So I decided to use 2 shades of pink instead of 1 when creating my gingham. So for the base layer, so idea is you pipe the colors, you pipe a line of colors alternating. You can pipe little dots or like a little blobs of icing. So the base I did with darker pink, because remember we're going to cover it again with a second layer, and I felt like that's why I was losing the color. It was just so faded because it wasn't dark enough. So this was my solution. So I ended up piping dark color across, and then you have to let it dry completely, which will take literally no time because you can see how thin this is. Very thin layer. And also I'm decorating underside, not the top. The surface has to be super smooth for this to work. So what you can do, you can also use cookie spatula and press down the cookie as soon as it comes out of the oven to make sure that the surface is really even and without any kind of imperfections and bubbles. And then once it dries, you obviously turn it like this and you pipe the icing here. But for that step, I ended up using lighter colored pink icing with white. Okay, so now that I explained it, let's see it in action. I do have a little video. Let's see. Yes, okay. Oh, this is a first notification you received. First notification you received. How is that possible, YouTube? Yes, you can flavor the cookies with strawberry flavoring. I actually have some around here. It's emulsion, bakery emulsion, strawberry, absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me just adjust one more thing. I'm gonna remove this. Oops, not this. Okay, remove this. Where am I? I am lost somewhere. Okay, hopefully we can figure it out. Okay, all right, we are back. All right, so here are my 3 colors, you see. So the dark color, it's going to be the first color I'm going to be using, and lighter color, it's going to be the second layer. So I felt like this worked for me. Hopefully it will work for you. So we're going to start with dark color, alternating with white color. And all of these colors are about 15-second consistency, around there. So you want to make sure that it spreads nicely across and it's fluid enough so it kind of blends together. So there is not a separation there. And you want to make sure that it's an even, like thin layer of icing that you spread across. And to color the icing, I just used like deep pink food coloring. And then I started with the dark icing, and then I removed the dark icing. I made everything 15 seconds, and then I added some white icing. So it would be the same kind of tone, but different, you know, a slightly lighter shade. Okay, let's see. We have, where did you get the spreader? Now the spreader, it's also listed in the crystal spreader. It's listed in the Amazon, in my Amazon shop, but direct link is also in the live stream newsletter. Let's see if I can grab it again because it was, okay, it's here. So this is a free newsletter. It just, for the live stream, there is another newsletter that comes out on weekly or bi-weekly basis. Okay, so it should be there. All right, so let's continue. So, okay. So I'm starting with the white. You can see it's like I'm piping a short line. Now you also have to figure out, based on the size of the cookie, you know, this cookie, it's about, let's see, it's about 3 inches across, a little over 3 inches. So I started with a small blob of icing and that wasn't enough. So I had to add a little more icing. And this seemed to be working well for the size of the cookie. And now you can use the small spreader, but if the icing is reaching beyond the small spreader, I would say use the larger spreader. But find something flexible that you can bend and you can easily almost like touch the surface of the cookie, but you obviously don't want to scrape it all off. So it might take a few tries. But this is a great technique for those of you who don't have an airbrush and you would like to create gingham pattern on your cookies. So you see I'm scraping that off and excuse me, it's a really thin layer. So here I have 2 spreaders that need some cleaning. You want to make sure that you clean them into a paper towel or a damp towel or something like that before you continue with the next cookie. We're going to let that dry and then we can continue with the lighter shade of pink, but opposite direction. So the same thing, but opposite direction. So now with a lighter pink, we're gonna go across. And this is very important that you spread the icing thinly. So you don't completely cover everything. So you see here, my icing, my green spatula, it's too small. So I decided to switch to my clear smooth spread buttercream spreader, and it works really well because you can see underneath because it's transparent, so it gives you some confidence that you're doing something right. And now I see there is still some icing that I have to scrape off because that white is, you can see how it's covering those now horizontal lines. So I'm gonna very carefully go over again and remove that excess icing. So it's a very fine layer of icing. So the underside, let me go back to this comment. Melody, so I decided to do the underside. Also, Eileen, she explained Eileen is Eileen from Honey and Lou Baking on Instagram. That's where I first saw this technique. She explained why you should be using a cookie with super even surface. And it makes sense, right? Because we're trying to achieve straight lines and you want to have an even surface so you can apply icing evenly in a thin layer. So that's why I decided to decorate underside. Although the tops of the cookies were also, you know, I could also decorate those because I pressed them down with my cookie spatula, but just to be safe, nobody will know, and you can't really tell I decorated underside once the cookie is decorated, so that's why. Okay, so now that we've done this step, we have to let it dry, give it a couple hours, maybe 2 hours maybe or something like that, and then we can decorate and finish this design. So I'm going to remove this screen now. Okay. And now we're going to bring up my camera into the view. Okay. All right. So I've got some, okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay. I've got this cookie here. You can see, all right. I would love to see this done in different colors. I was even thinking, I have to test it, if it's possible to do a rainbow, like maybe multiple colors. And we're gonna need a small template. Oh, here it is. I found it. So as far as the template goes, you can use, if you have a mini strawberry cookie cutter, you can use that and just trace it on a piece of paper, or you can draw it. Just remember, strawberry shape, it's kind of like a heart shape, so you can just draw that or use a little template. This is made out of cardstock. I'm trying to center it somewhat so it looks okay now. So now with my scribe tool, I'm just going to scratch. You can use a marker if you have a marker, but I decided to use a scribe tool. I'm just gonna scratch the surface, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a clear outline here, so I can use that to type. Oh, yes. Actually, I have a, this is funny. I wish I had, now that you mention it, I wish I had posted that tutorial. I have a tutorial on how to make a Smucker's strawberry jam cookie on YouTube from ages ago. And I know the lid, right? The lid, or it's the top label? Okay, I thought it was the lid, that the lid was this gingham pattern. Oh, this made me smile. Thank you. I always decorate on the underside since it's so nice and flat. Yes. Some cookies, like my honey cookie recipe, it has baking soda in it. And so the cookies, they bake slightly domed. And for certain designs, it's just easier to decorate the underside because it's flat. Oh, okay. Yes, you've seen the lids like that. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use, this is the same color. You see, it's identical, but this is thicker. This is, you see, it's already separating because I haven't touched it in a couple of days. And so this is thicker consistency, like soft piping or piping consistency. I'm just going to outline the strawberry. And now we're going to come in with blue. Now, initially, I have to show you this. Initially, I was going with teal. So whoever was wearing teal today, there was somebody wearing teal. Although I don't know, I think it looks like green now. So this was my initial project, but like I said, I didn't like how the lines were not straight, and I wasn't too happy with it. So I decided to do it again. And then I switched to blue. This is, I use sapphire blue from Progel brand, but you could use sky blue or royal blue, whatever you want. Now, when you're doing the scalloped edge, you can go like this around, or you can break it up into shorter sections. And I forgot to mention my blue is about 15-second consistency around there. Now with the scribe tool, Oh, and I just realized I don't think hopefully this icing is not too bad. I forgot I was going to use white for tiny little dots. So hopefully it's okay. So now with white, and this is a slight, yeah, it should be about 15 seconds, but I think it's slightly thicker than that, maybe. But it's gonna sink in, I think. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so that's, just wipe my hands. I got some white icing on my hands. It's sticky. So that's the base layer. Now, we've got the base layer gingham and then the first layer of decorating. Now, guys, if you enjoy the live streams, don't forget to give it thumbs up and show the live stream some love. Thank you. Hey, Angie, so it's you. So this cookie would be for you. Hello, hello. Reminds me of teal, yes. Thank you, Byron. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sally. Okay, so now you have to let this at least crust before you can continue with the next step, because we're going to be piping leaves. So I'm going to set this cookie aside. However, I have one here that we will finish in about a minute or so. I'm going to be sharing with you some exciting news that are coming next week. And I also want to share a few of your projects. So Angie feels my pain. Yes. Yes, I feel I can do it, and I'm like, okay, everything is blurry, and then I take it off, and sometimes it's blurry when I have it off. It's like, it's the beauty of getting older, I think. Yeah, so yeah, thank you for understanding. All right, so let's have a look at some of the cookies Sally sent me this week. Where do I start? I started with a golf. Last week, remember, guys, we did golf cookies. I don't have them here. They are over there. I was taking pictures of them. But Sally, I love these so much. I like that you added the border. That's like my favorite thing. And also best player by par. Sally's husband, he plays. He's an avid golf player. And so I think you told me how many golf cookies you made, but it's a lot. And I love these. And you see the cookies on the left side. It's also golf theme. So beautiful work, Sally. And last week was a butterfly week for you, I think. And I'm in love with the things that involve butterflies. I just love butterflies so much. And the stenciling on this is beautiful with the little butterfly. I think the butterfly, it's fondant, isn't it? Or maybe modeling chocolate. I'm not sure. And then also more butterflies. Oh, these are so dreamy. So dreamy. Love these so much. And lastly, let's not forget chocolate covered Oreos from Sally, which brings me to an exciting surprise, guys. I'm just going to post it. So next week, Sally is going to be here with me. Well, she will not be here physically with me, but we will have, she will be here showing you how she makes her chocolate covered Oreos. I'm very excited to have Sally here, and I hope you will join next week. June 4th, it's happening on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Sally is a regular in the comment section, and as you saw earlier, I shared some of Sally's work. So that's going to be exciting. I'm very excited to have Sally here. Yes, the cat is out of the bag. It's so exciting. All right. So it's happening next week, guys. Sally will be here. I will also send you a reminder before we go live. If you'd like to get reminders about future live streams, I will put a link in the description box and in the comment section. It's also in the description box. If you're watching a replay, all these links that I'm talking about during the live streams, they may not be visible for you. So please check the description box under the video. All the links are there. During the live stream, I'm able to put them directly in a comment section, but once the live stream is over, I don't think the links are available there. All right, so I'm putting a link for the sign up. If you wanted to get reminders about the live streams and also newsletters about what's happening and new tutorials. Yes, I'm very excited myself, and it's going to be awesome. So I hope you guys can join us next week. Chocolate covered Oreos. So now onto the leaves. These leaves are really fun to make, super easy. I'm going to be using green icing. This is about piping consistency. You can see how much thicker it is. If you are new to cookie decorating, you are maybe struggling with consistency. So have a look at this bag. This is the flat icing, and this bag, it's thicker icing for the leaves, green leaves. So what I'm going to be doing, this is a technique that I showed you a few times already. We're going to create a beveled cut. Sally is going to be awesome. We have to show Sally some, Sally, I'm sure. No, I think you are going to be awesome, Sally. I trust the process, as they say. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut straight across first, or you can cut at an angle, but I'm going to cut straight across just to make things a bit easier. I find this could be easier this way. So now I have a straight cut here. And what I want to do, I want to cut the opening. I think I have a picture here still somewhere. If I can, here it is. Oh, thankfully, I didn't throw it out. All right, so this is the idea, right? So the thick line represents the seam, right, and the piping bag. So you can, you can cut it. I cut it like this straight, so it's easier for me to figure out the corner. But the idea is to cut it like this, so you're left with this shape here, right? This beveled edge. So I'm gonna cut like this. See what I have here? And we're gonna pipe, I'm gonna turn it so I have the seam on the top. And that's how I'm going to pipe the leaves. Let's see if I have a piece of, I can pipe it on this. Let's see, I've got some flowers on here, but it's okay. So you can really play with this tip. You can make small flowers, large flowers. You can even, do a bit of a ruffle there. The only thing is icing, needs to be on a thicker side. If your icing is too runny, it's not going to support the leaf. So this is dry, so I can use it. Yes, I absolutely agree with Mary. You are amongst the friends. Yes. Okay. So this is the top of the strawberry, and I'm going to do 6 leaves. And we're going to cover part of the top. So I'm just going to show you how, because it's hard to explain without you seeing what I'm doing. So this is, let's say this is the middle of the strawberry. So the first leaf. Could be a little longer. It's okay. And then on this side. is I'm coming towards the end. I'm looking for the tapered end. So I'm squeezing, 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 and then releasing and slowly pulling away, like so, okay? And then at the top, we're just gonna do, let's say, we're gonna do a leaf like this. It's going up a little bit. And to make the stem, now you have two options. You can make another bag with icing and cut a straight opening, or you can use this same piping bag and just go gentle on the icing on a bag and don't pipe a thick line, make a thin line, and then you can kind of blend that in a little bit with a scribe tool. Now let's do another one. I wish I had a paintbrush here, but I don't. This would help with the blending part. Okay. Now what we have to do, you can add the flowers now. If I can grab them. Okay, so here are my flowers. Let's just pick some. These are fully dry, so we can easily remove them from the parchment. Okay. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna glue them. You could put them onto the green if you'd like so. Let's just, okay, we can try and do that. Let's get the tweezers here. Or you can wait and add them after the green is somewhat crusted. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. So it's gonna overlap the leaf a little bit, and then maybe we can add one here and one at the top here. Ta-da! I love gingham. Me too. Me too. Big love for the gingham. Oh, you were. Oh, see, I'm pretty fluent in typos, so. I can't wait to see it. Oh my goodness, yes, I keep forgetting, Byron. Chinese takeout cookies. Okay, so let's do this one since I have some of these flowers out. So maybe I want to see how this is gonna look if I put the flower here. It's not bad. What do you think, guys? Should I put it here? Maybe on here? I'll put it on this side. Now keep in mind the green here, it's still wet, so don't put too much pressure on it, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna place more flowers here. Now you could get away with just one flower, but I really love these cute little flowers. They're adorable. Okay. So now I want to show you what it looks like. Thank you, Kathy. So I'm going to show you now. Let's see if I can grab some of here they are. Some of the flowers I made. How it looks together. Okay, so I'm going to bring my tray. Just easier. So let's have a look. And then we're going to sprinkle some of these in there. Oh, you can see very well, can you? Okay. Now, at the end of the day, I have to say, as judgmental as I was about the teal and how these turned out, they're not too bad. They're not bad, but they could. I mean, they obviously could be. These are better, but this one is not bad, even though the lines are not super straight. But we could. It could be. It's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So we have. Trying to see if you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to include some of these flowers in there so you can see what it looks like as a set. So if you wanted to, you can make this as a platter and include these small flowers in there. Or perhaps even cute little, if you have strawberry cutter, you could use little strawberries in there. I think it needs to go down here. All right, so you get an idea. Charlene likes the darker pink better. Thank you. Laughing out too loud at the not too bad. Okay. Sorry, folks. I thought so. You're too funny, guys. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Colin. Yes, I think so. Sometimes it's just small details like this. And you know, these flowers, they take no time to make. No time. You saw it was like maybe 30 seconds. So it's a little detail and it can elevate your design. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really appreciate you. And I will see you next week. And as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be an exciting week because Sally is going to be here. And Sally is going to make chocolate-covered Oreos. Can't wait to see you, Sally. And until then, everyone, I hope you have a great, great week. Oh, sorry, Karen, you are in a decorating hell. I hope it passes soon and you can relax. I know how things get really, really crazy when you have to do a lot of orders and such. So everyone, thank you for being here and I will see you next week. Can't wait to see you, Sally. Bye, guys.